10 books that changed me a lot as a reader. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Eat, Read and Travel. I'm Mehdi and I'm going to talk about books. So this is the second video in my channel, and in today's video I'm going to talk about 10 books that changed me a lot as a reader. And I'm sure this video is going to be an interesting one to all the book lovers. So keep watching. So the books I'm going to share in this video are the most unique and most amazing and most basic books that I think that every book lover should know. Without any further, let's jump into the world of books. First book I'm going to share for my top 10 list is Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This book is so special for me because I start my reading journey with this book only. And I'm sure that a lot of people know about this book and Bolon Parvilia. This is a fiction book and it's about Santiago, who is a shepherd, and he chooses his job because it allows him to travel. Wow. And this book is especially for those who are stuck in their life, those who are confused what to do in their life, and धर्म संकट में पड़ गए कि अब क्या करना है उनके इसके आगे. So this is book especially for those people. Trust me, this is life changing book. And अगर इस वर्क को मुझे एक शब्द में मुझे समझाना हो तो there's a song called Safarnama in Tamasha movie. Yeah. So the second book I'm going to share for my top 10 list is my absolute favorite, that is Norwegian by Haruki Murakami. This is the most beautiful book in the world. Yes. And this is the first Murakami book which I have read. So when it comes to Murakami, one thing that you should keep in mind that Murakami as a writer is so different from other writers. And I personally believe that reading Murakami is like entering into his world, the world of Murakami, which is so bizarre, so surreal, mysterious and amazing at the same time. And once you entered into his world, it's so difficult to get out of his world. So आपको हर तरह की चीजों के लिए तैयार रहना होगा, हर तरह की चीजों के लिए. And if you want to start with Murakami, so this is the nicest, the most sweetest book that you can start. The book is all about Toru Watabe, our protagonist, and his girlfriend Naoko and Kijoki. It is quite complex when it comes to love because it's a love story. And the writing style is amazing. Like you can literally feel the scenario, you can literally feel the emotions. So in case you want to grab this book, the link is in the description below. Third book from my top 10 list that I'm going to share is The 40 Rules of Love by Alif Shafaq. For those who are thinking that this is about so-called romantic love and its rules, let me tell you that this is not about that. It is more deeper than that. The book is about spirituality, Sufism. It has some touches of Islam and mostly about love. The story is about our protagonist, Ella Rubinstein, a 40 years old woman, has 3 children, a wealthy husband, and she has everything which may seems like as if she is really happy, but there is something missing in her life. Then one day she got a book called Sweet Blasphemy, and when she started reading this book, her world turns into upside down. And this is how this story starts, and this is how the story is all about. The 40 Rules of Love is also about the great Sufi poet Rumi and his best friend Samt of Tafziz and his 40 Rules of Love. You should definitely grab this book because this book is amazing. You should definitely grab this book if you are a book lover. In case you want to grab this book, the link is in the description box. The next book from my top 10 list that I'm gonna share is again the most amazing, most famous book that I'm sure most of you already know about. The Immortals of Meluha by Amish Tripathi, our literary pop star, the man who brought the trend of mythology in India. The Immortals of Meluha is the first book from Shiva trilogy. This is the complete trilogy. So in case if you want a review from me for this trilogy, you can comment me in the comment section below, and you want to grab this book, the link is in the description below. So when it comes to Immortals of Meluha, this is about the basic story of Shiva that we all know. But in this book, the writer is basically reimagining Shiva and his life. And the best part of this book is that in this book, you will not find Shiva as a divine figure, a god kind of thing. You will find him as a basic, as a normal human being like you and I. But because of his great deeds, he becomes Shiva or Lord of Lords, Mahadev. I mean, again, the most recommended book. Next book I would like to recommend is again a book by Amish Tripathi. It is Sita, and this is the second book of his second trilogy, Ramchandra series. Yes. Again, मुझे कभी नहीं लगा था कि मुझे mythology इतना पसंद आएगा. This is my favorite mythology book, and you will not find Sita. आपको कहीं और ऐसा नहीं मिलेगा, like जैसे इस book में. Sita is so different in this book, and a special part about Amish Tripathi's book or his mythology book on his characters is आपको वो कोई divine figure की तरह नहीं दिखाएंगे. He is more like, the characters are more like human beings. That's the best part about Amish Tripathi. Next book that I would like to recommend is Jaya by Devdutt Patnaik. This is basically Mahabharata, the retelling of Mahabharata. It is Devdutt Patnaik perspective, and again the most amazing book. Mahabharata आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगा इस तरह का. If you want to know about Mahabharata, then this is the best. The next book I would like to share is Cersei by Madeline Miller. I mean, look at this book. The cover is enough to prove his worth. This is amazing. When it comes to Greek mythology, well, I don't enjoy the Greek mythology that much, but this is amazing when it comes to Greek mythology. The book is about Cersei, our protagonist, the daughter of Helios, the Greek figure. When she was born, she was supposed to be beautiful, the goddamn beautiful figure, like we have Helen, goddess Helen in Greek mythology, but she was not. Later on, she discovers some strange and great powers, which is so cool. And this is how the novel progresses. You should definitely grab this book. This is amazing. Well, I haven't read the Song of Achilles by this writer, but I would love to. The next book I would like to share is Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. This is the second book of Murakami which I have read. Well, this is not like Norwegian Wood, as I said. This is the main Murakami book, not like main Murakami book. But this is the book जहाँ से आप मुराकामी को समझ सकते हैं. If you want to enter into Murakami's world, this is the best book. Norwegian Wood, as I said, is a nice starting to enter into Murakami's world, but this is the main book. This is quite tough. I mean, there are so many things in this book which you may or may not be expect. बहुत सारी चीजें होते हैं जो बहुत weird है, surreal है. At the same time, this is the best part of this book. Being surreal, being bizarre is the best part in Murakami's book. Well, this book is about a 15-year-old boy, Kafka Tamura, who is trying to escape from his past under the dark shadow of his father's prophecy. In this book, you will find a touch of Oedipus complex. Well, those who don't know what is Oedipus complex, you can search on Google, because this is a very interesting concept in the field of psychology. So yeah, you will find Oedipus complex in this book. At the same time, we have another character called Nakada, a man who can talk to cats. Yes, this is really interesting. So you can definitely grab this book. The next book I would like to talk about is Gore Girl by Gillian Flynn, one of my favorite books when it comes to psychological thriller. In case you like crime thriller, psychological thriller, this is the best book you can pick up. This is about Nick and Amy, their love marriage, their poor financial condition, and how one day our Amy disappeared on the 5th marriage anniversary. And while investigating, Nick came across so many shocking things, and that is the best part about this book, especially the climax. Oh my god, climax is fucking beautiful. So you can definitely pick up this book when it comes to psychological thriller. Last but not the least, The Witch of Portugal by Paulo Coelho. This is the second book जो मैंने पढ़ी है after Alchemist, Paulo Coelho की, and his writing is quite philosophical. This is also philosophical, and this is also motivational. So you should definitely grab this book. This is about Athena and her self-realization in her life. The great thing about this book is ये Athena के perspective से नहीं, उसके life के other characters like other father, mother, her husband and her boyfriend and उसके other characters के perspective से लिखी गई है. This is a great part of about this book. So you should definitely grab this book. So in case you want to grab any book, the link is in the description below. So these are the books which I've been talking about, a bunch of books, the most amazing books जो आपको जरूर पढ़ना चाहिए. In case you love this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon ताकि आपको कोई भी notification आपसे miss ना हो जाए. Thank you.